You need a case fixed. You got problems in New York Civil Court. Your paper's not served. No problem. Your petition is facially defective. No problem. You've got an illegal rental operation with no certificate of occupation. No problem. Another judge shuts you down. No problem. Call the fixer today. When the fixer fixes a case, the case stays fixed. We'll assign your case to the fixer and his friends. The fixer will make all your troubles go away for a reasonable donation. Hey, don't call it corruption. It's progressive corruption. So remember, when the fixer fixes a case, the case stays fixed.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the fixer. Is the fixer a real person? Unfortunately, the answer is yes. The fixer is based on an actual judge. So here we have a judge, mere months after Chief Judge Lippman stepped down, sort of springing to the fore, saying corruption, open for business, almost as if the new Chief Judge, Janet DeFiore, had sent out a memo saying, okay, everybody, gangster up, be as corrupt as you want to be. Now, I am seriously doubting that she sent out such a memo. This is obviously something that the judge just felt like, hey, I'm going to act like this. And some of the other judges felt like they're going to act like this. By the way, he isn't the only one. There's a judge in Kings County, also this pretty much the same level, civil court judge elected to the civil court, who is also extremely corrupt. He's like openly like, well, I'm gonna let this lawyer, who's my friend, who's actually handling arbitrations from the same calendar that we're calling from, I'm going to make sure that he wins. I don't care what the defenses are, etc., etc. So it's not just this fixer character. There are other judges, and of course we're going to get more detail about them. We're going to see where these investigations lead, but pretty blatantly unethical, biased behavior on behalf of the Kings County judge and on behalf of the fixer. Now, the fixer, he honestly, actually does not give a crap about the defenses. He doesn't give a crap about jurisdiction. He doesn't give a crap about even outright fraud by a petitioner. So if a landlord says, I own the building, under oath, and then in the next piece of paper says, I don't own the building, under oath, he doesn't even say, hey, pick one. Which is it, pal? And to him, merits are all that matter. And apparently merits are, how much money you got? How much of it are you going to give to me? That's the merit. Bizarre, openly corrupt. And what makes this special is that the fixer is a progressive. Yeah, you heard it correctly. This isn't some straight out of some slumlord's legal department judge. This guy comes from a progressive angle. So, I've been telling you the progressives are just as corrupt. It's just a matter of finding them. They're actually even more racist in some cases. It's just a matter of catching them, because they're usually a little more concerned about appearing racist and a little more concerned about appearing corrupt, but not this guy. And I've been telling people I want to catch one of these guys, and it's so much harder because they're a little more savvy than your traditional slumlord sleazebag attorney that just slithered out of the sewer, But what makes this guy so special is he doesn't give a crap. He's open about it. So that is an excellent, 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 excellent thing. Well, let's see. If the fixer decides that he's going to fix a case for a landlord, how would that go about? So, the little skit is tons of fun, but how much of it is real? Well, first of all, in order to file a petition, it's supposed to be a perfect petition. You're supposed to, if it's not perfect, the court loses jurisdiction. It's supposed to be served properly. I mean, you could look at the papers and see they're not served properly. Something's wrong there, You're supposed to listen to the defenses. Now, interestingly enough, the fixer actually gave an opportunity to see, another judge do something corrupt, and that judge did not do something corrupt. And the fixer was shocked, absolutely shocked, and accelerated another paper. So, in other words, there's supposed to be a timing to things. If someone files a case, you have a certain amount of time to answer. And after your time to answer, the judge can then, the issues are joined, and now the judge has jurisdiction to proceed forward. This guy does not care about it, and we're going to go into it, but there's an investigation going on, so I want to sort of just maintain. I want to let you know this is a real thing, but I want to maintain a little bit of distance from it and see who else we can catch, because we already got another one. Now, one is not, he just didn't bite, so he's not following the fixer's lead. He's apparently independent. Fixer's next move, just speed up this other case. So, that judge dismissed it, no problem. Puts it in front of this other judge who basically signs this thing with it facially being defective. How the hell did it even get there that quick? So, fascinating, beautiful, beautiful thing. So, let me give you an example. You file the scumbag files a petition against the tenant, okay? The fixer accelerates the case, so there's no time to get a lawyer, no time to do this, no time to do that, all the things you're supposed to do. And these are accelerated cases, but they're summary cases, but they're not supposed to be accelerated to the point that they violate due process. So this clown violates due process because he's a dumbass. It gets in front of another judge who's apparently a relatively tough judge, and they expect, he's just going to rubber stamp whatever the slumlord does. This tough judge does not rubber stamp what the slumlord does. Instead, he goes, well, this obviously is wrong, that's obviously wrong, and dismissed. And then it happens again. And this tough judge gets it again, and the slumlord basically goes out on recess, doesn't come back. You heard correctly, doesn't come back. That case gets dismissed, and they're back in less than a week. Talking about, this is so horrible, the tenant is delaying. Well, the slumlord ran because he didn't want this tough judge slamming him a second time, right? But the fixer is there to fix this situation and get it in front of some schmuck judge, a real schmuck, who will sign the papers despite the fact that they obviously didn't serve them. So you can't serve them if you don't even plead them. So, tons of fun. This is like hook, line, and sinker. Caught, busted. You are in the net. And what's best about it is it's a supposed progressive. So we can put these people's feet to the fire. You're putting some scumbag crook who's basically taking money behind the scenes and call him progressive. You have to start putting people who aren't racist. You have to put people who aren't corrupt, and people are going to follow the freaking law. The law is already geared in favor of the landlords and the slumlords. These guys should not, especially if they're progressive, should not be helping slumlords throw tenants out.